we're going to start this live off. Let's pop this chat out. Pop and chat, pop and chat, pop and chat. Let's hope this live doesn't get interrupted.
We can only hope.
I posted it in like 4 different groups today. Maybe we'll get some new people.
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Bodie wants to say hi. Come here, Bodie. Oh, what a big what a big boy.
Davenport. Afternoon.
Miss Yvonne, I sent you both kinds of resin for your kit, so you know. Hi, Christina with a K. My sister spells her name with a K as well. Christine.
Why is it so dark? Is it? It's just dark on here.
Is the Porthos class kit closed? It's not. You can still order one. I just can't guarantee it'll get to where it has to go in time at this point. But it should make it there okay. But if it doesn't, I mean, you know. Oh, I'm not gonna bill you. It's just, it was such last minute that I swapped out what resin was gonna be in the kit that I didn't want you to be disappointed, so I sent you both. Sue, I will add a link to the kit in just a second. Do you have resin on your hands? Hold this.
Hold this.
My little baby.
Hold this.
Hi, Olivia in Ireland. There you guys, I'm looking at that class kit.
Just a big puff bear. Oh, good. Baby beans. Just a big baby bean.
Here you go. That's a link. The link to the class kit. Hey y'all, hi y'all, hi y'all, hi y'all. Well, thank you, Karen. I used a crimper today.
Did you tell them that you can't guarantee it will be there if you order?
I did.
You
A
recommend
good
some
neon pink paste or powder. So my favorite neon pink is hot pink from just resin. It's slightly translucent, but it is a paste. It works really well. Or watermelon or hot pink from Color Passion. But those are selling pastes, so they'll create cells. So just heads up. It's so long.
What is up with the cops? It's so long.
No, I didn't mean your cup. Thank you.
All right, so today, oh my God, that is just like the Bronco used to go out in, orange.
Yay.
Sorry, ADD. I saw this person's post. I'm pretty sure it was on Resin Art Worldwide, and it looked like a countertop. And I feel really bad for not remembering who put it. And if somebody could let me know, put the comment in the comments of whose piece this was. It was like a countertop and the floor matched, and it looked like they just took white, put white pigment down, resin, and then just took gold and ran, like a big, like a paint stick through gold, and then like literally the gold that we use, this liquid gold, and just ran it through it and then let it set, because it was sitting on top of the, it wasn't like they mixed it in with resin and then put it on there. It was literally on top of the white.
I can't remember the name of it, but it was in some group, and it looked awesome.
It looked amazing, and I thought, man, that would be fun to try to do tiger stripes, gold tiger stripes.
Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin. So
Thank you, JJ.
that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to attempt some gold tiger stripes. right after this. Okie dokie. Smoky choky. Artichoke. Alright. Bang.
Reminds
All right.
me of Tang. It's kicking a glass.
So, I posted that I was doing it from start to finish, which means I'm going to show you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Jeff, or Thornton, which my name is Jeff Thornton, but I introduce myself in both ways. That is Erica. That is Bowie back there, and we are artists till death. And if you're new, like I said, welcome. Please hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please do that. We are on our way to the 50,000 subscribers, or what we like to call them, 50,000 ATV fam worldwide.
Worldwide.
Love it. We wouldn't be here without you guys. So yeah, this is what we're going to be doing this on. This is one of our cradle boards. I don't believe we sell this size on our
I'm going to add it to the
website.
website.
But this is MDF with LDF top, so it makes it a little bit lighter. We have this groove that we cut in. It's like at an angle so that you can hang this any way you want, and your screw or whatever, it's just not a flush cut out here, so it's at a little angle. So your hook will go up in there and it's not going to come out. You don't have to sand MDF, because if you do,
Ow.
well,
Sorry.
if you have, you know that it'll just get fuzzy. That's not good. What all I did is just put some cups down here.
Green onyx marble. We can try that.
We did that at,
Goes jade.
yeah, same difference. We did at STONECOAT. It's in one of it. It's on in his background. Me and Mike did one side. He did one side. I did one side, and it was awesome. All right. So what we're gonna do, like I said, I'm not gonna sand this because it's already smooth. I'm gonna take the roller. I'm gonna take some dead flat from PPG. I'm gonna shake it up.
Thanks, Swamper.
Dripping, dripping, dripping. Like I said, this is just dead flat house paint. Exterior, I like to use exterior because I feel like just in my head that's a little bit more durable and a little bit more opaque, I think. And I only use this only roll it on and not put anything else on, because it's such a good good opaque, durable paint. If we're doing like alcohol inks, she'll spray a layer of spray gesso,
It's true.
because spray gesso really loves alcohol inks and airbrush, so it makes it nice and what is that called? Nice and smooth. There is a lot of trash in here. I guess we need to get, what is that called when you pour it? Gets all the trash out?
Filter?
Filter, yeah. It's like it's been left open or something. Or maybe there was just a lot of trash on this board because it had been sitting for a minute. All I'm doing is just putting a light layer of white because my base is going to be white, and I don't want any of this tan showing through.
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all.
I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make this white that I'm gonna put down with resin. I want it to be pretty opaque because I want that gold to really stand out. Will you just open that and stop that? Because that's just gonna keep.
I did open it. It was 2 messages. So yeah, we prep with flat white interior house paint.
This particular white is called Dead Flat by PPG, and it's one of the better that we prep our stuff with, because a lot of the cheap white, flat white, it gives us what do you call it? What was that? What were those? Like divots.
Yeah.
Like fisheye. For some reason, some of the white flats they don't work that well with resin, and they give you either dry spots or divots or fisheye. And we've never had that problem with this. And when we have a class for here, we prep all of our boards with this stuff.
It's true.
Alright, I think that will be good. You don't need too much. Like I said, our base is going to be white, so I think that'll be fine.
Where are y'all watching from today? Oh, tonight we are hacking Mixed Media Girls channel, by the way. That's gonna be at sometime. We're told.
So I want to give a shout out. I want to really, we really wanted to do a floor, and I saw this floor today. I saw it on, I think it was like his ad. His name's Brandon from the Epoxy Exchange. It was like a gold with it looked like gold and tan with like this amazing, almost like a translucent blue. And he was walking on it. It was a floor, and I'm like, we have got to do a floor with this person sometime. And I appreciate him, or I appreciate him letting us post on his page. And I would love to do a floor with you sometime. That would be so much fun. We just know that it's a whole different ball game, and we don't even want to attempt to do that on our own.
Mm-mm. That's Wes just texting you.
Well, you have to push on the, yeah, because it'll keep doing that, and that drives me insane. You know what? Might as well paint these. We're gonna do some coasters, so I might as well paint these. Get these out of the way. And we do sell these coasters on our website, artisttilldeath.com. Oh, and I was saying earlier about these boards. We sell them in circle form with a frame around them. If you're interested in these, on our website.
Sorry.
We sell the coasters. We sell round coasters. We sell round and hexagon in our clear acrylic. I don't know how many we're gonna make, so might as well just paint these. How did your Cowboys close this up?
Hello.
Sorry about that. I'm trying to shut this paint lid. Alright. We're going to be using some STONECOAT Art Coat today, which is the best resin around. What do you think we're going to be using on this? Let's just do, since we're going to be doing this whole thing in just one color, I want to make sure there's enough. And with coasters, which probably, I don't know, I don't think that'll be enough. We'll just start out with 10 ounces. This should be plenty.
Hey, Stacy.
All right. Stick. If you don't know about STONECOAT Countertops Art Coat, it's their answer to the art world. It has a 2-hour working time, so if you're tired of rushing through your projects and would like a little time mixing, thinking about it, and not worrying about your resin setting up, Art Coat is the resin to get. It's a 1-to-1 mixing. Like I said, 2-hour working time. We've actually got it to work for probably 3 hours in the right settings, meaning the right temperature, how we had it maybe separated in different little containers while we were working with it. Because if you just work with it in one big container, you're gonna let it heat up. So it's best that you separate or put it out on your project so that it doesn't just sit there.
Olivia said if you use a canvas, should you put a board or something inside the back to hold the weight? You can.
You can if you get it right, because if you, like, let's say the canvas is just a little bit bigger, like a little taller, the board is a little bit taller than the canvas, and you have just a little bit goes up, and you pour your resin and do all your stuff, and you let it dry, it's going to dry with that little hump, you think, right? Like, it would definitely...
I would say to remove the cardboard when you would remove tape, so that it wouldn't have that hump in it.
Yeah.
Because whatever you put in the back of a canvas in between the frame and the canvas is going to give it a little bit of a rise on the surface. And so try to remove it before it's fully set so it doesn't give that ridge.
Well, and then there's another thing that you could do is just really prep it really well. We don't recommend going any bigger than, what, 20 by 20?
On canvas, yeah.
On a canvas, especially, you know, low quality canvases, because they're not put together well. So what we recommend is get the paint I just used, put a nice thick coat over it, let it dry, and then you're gonna sand it with like 220, and then put another coat. Let that dry, sand it with 220, then 400, and that should be good. Like it should be nice and firm for resin. But like we said, anything over 20 by 20, it's gonna want to dip just because of the weight of the resin.
Love your sweet baby. Thank you. I never do countertops or floors, so I'll be watching y'all. Well, we appreciate it. Two of you do amazing work. Thank you. This board is a 12 by 36. We will be adding it to our website soon. We do carry mica flakes. Let me see if I can find you a link.
Oh yeah, back to this resin. It's got an amazing UV protectant in it, and it's heat resistant up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Not sure what that is in Celsius.
No idea.
Probably like 125 or 2 something. I'm not sure.
So Yvonne, I linked to you some micas that we have. All the powders on our site are mica based. Actually, all colorants
I think this is good.
mica based, but
All right, so now, do I want to use all of that?
we have larger mica flakes as well. They're called moon rocks. Thank you, Gina.
I think I do. We're just going to put some white. We're just going to put a bunch of white in here. We're going to use STONECOAT countertops. STONECOAT.
Color Obsession.
Color Obsessions Snow White that we do sell on our website. I'm just going to put that much in there. I'm not sure how much that was, but we're going to mix it up and see if, how opaque it is. And you'll be able to tell because we have our stir stick that we love to use for stuff like this. So you could, if you could see through your stir stick and you want it to be opaque, then you need to put more of your pigment in there. And I can tell right now that you're gonna need more. You can just look at it. You can see it. It looks a little bit consistency of milk.
Are you gonna do that thing where it's a lot of the translucent and then you mix in a little bit more white to make it opaque lines, or are you only doing translucent white or white and then the gold?
I'm just gonna do white. I don't know what you're even talking about. What does that mean?
Well, like the countertops we just did, we did white and then we did a more opaque white as well.
I mean, I guess. I just don't know if that's going to be enough to.
I was just asking.
I don't know.
You have to do it.
I guess we could put some of this down and then just add white.
Mm-hmm.
See, you can see through, like the light comes through pretty good on here. It's not opaque. You can see my glove coming through there, through some of those parts. So I'm just gonna lay down a couple lines of this. And then we'll add some more so it can be nice and opaque. So it gives it some dimension.
For some reason, that one's thinner than it usually is.
It is. Like I've never. Let me stir that. Does it matter if you stir it? Stir it, steer it.
Well, that one leaked in transit, which is why it's in the studio instead of the shop. So I think
it's just that way.
Hey, Resin Art by Robin, how have you been? Long time no see. Hi, Clearscape as well.
so we're getting a little bit more opaque here. And what this is going to do, I'm going to, oh yeah, that's clearly more opaque. And what this is going to do is give this a little bit of a not so bright, and then when this brighter white goes over it, it'll kind of make it look layered, kind of, I guess you could say. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to spread this out so that I know that some of it is thinner, some of it's a little thicker on the board. And so you can see these marks, this resin that dropped down on here.
So you just work that in?
Yeah. Just in case that's just raw resin. So I'm going to spread this around, and then I'm going to add this more opaque resin to the areas that don't have resin.
Really like the stir sticks you guys sell. Well, thank you. I'm so glad you like them. Laurel is watching from Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. Sounds gorgeous. What resin do you use for a mold so it hardens hard? So most resins take a month to fully cure to their like hardness potential. But can you put something out there that's dark because it's having a hard time focusing?
I used all this resin, and now I'm not going to have any left for the coasters.
Okay.
Is it not focused? I'm trying to. I'm trying not to mix this all together because I want this transparent and this opaque to kind of go over each other. So I'm trying to leave my hands out here so it. I'm just going to kind of run my hands through it so it kind of blends these two together in case there's a hard line or unnatural looking line or a blob.
Mm-hmm. So Laurel, I would recommend using a casting epoxy. STONECOAT makes a deep cast epoxy that you can pour like 2 inches deep without having any issues. That's what I would use. But there are many really good casting epoxies. For molds, I always recommend a casting epoxy because you don't have to worry so much with bubble retention in your piece. Thank you, Robin. We're glad we're back from the hurricane too.
Alright, so normally I wouldn't really bother with putting heat down, but since this is pretty much the last layer of resin I'm putting down, I'm going to heat it because when I put this gold through it, I don't want to heat it, right? Like you don't want to make the gold.
Needs to be the last thing you do is the gold.
Yeah. Because if I put heat, then this gold is going to want to disperse out and about, and I don't want that. So I'm going to put this up a little bit. I'll use the fires because...
Yvonne, I think the BAMA discount is still live and it's for 10%. It's BAMA, and that's going to give you a bigger discount than the military discount, which is 5%. When's your next fire sale? I'm hoping to do another one really soon. We still have a lot of artwork that needs to skedaddle. Where are you all located? We are in Dallas, Texas.
And I'm not going to worry about the sides because they'll probably just get painted white anyways. Alright. It's nice and smooth.
Hi, Mand.
I don't know why that's not here. Oh, that's broken.
Ooh, I put that over there so it would help it focus, but it's doing better now.
Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to use this liquid gold by Montana. I'm gonna pour it in a paper cup. I need a paper cup. Because you don't want to pour this in a plastic cup, because this is basically spray paint. It'll just eat right through your cup, and then you have a perfect little circle of plastic cup. So I'm going to put this in this paper cup, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to pour it.
The back side, use this one.
I kind of want to pour a lot, because I can just pour this back in here. But what we want is we want to try to soak up some of that. What is it called? Propellant?
Yeah, that too.
It's like what makes it thin and go through a spray paint nozzle. And if you pour it on this paper, it soaks up a little bit. And what I'm doing is I'm just looking for just the gold. Like we want just this gold. Oh, there's cat marks on this.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. You guys, our cats eat stuff, and I'm not a fan of that. All right. So, what do you think I should use? Just this regular stick, or should I use a bigger stick? I guess if I just want. What is a tiger? Tiger is.
Do you want me to pull up a reference?
Tiger's more thin to thick. Zebra's thick to thick. You
I
know?
have not looked at it that closely.
Well, yeah, you have to know what if you're going to be doing zebra stripes or tiger stripes. So what we'll do is, oh my gosh, I'm scared.
Here you go.
Yeah, and there's like separate ones that go in between the bigger ones. All right, so here we go. I'm scared.
I'm just gonna have this held up right here for you, okay?
So I just need to. It goes thick to thin.
It doesn't look like any go all the way through.
You're making me nervous. I'm gonna do it front ways to point.
So you're turning the stick as you move because...
So that it can be, so I can use more of the gold, and so that it gives this little bitty, it goes from thick to thin.
I gotcha. So that makes the line more variable.
Yeah.
Hello, all you 84 viewers, if you're new, I'm Erica, that's Jeff, and we are making Carol Baskin. Now, we're doing tiger stripes with resin and making it white and gold. Also, leave us your thumbs. You have two, so you have one to spare. Do I need to be holding this for you?
Mm.
You're not referencing anymore? I guess it makes sense on their back, like where a mohawk would be. It's where it all meets. That's fun. I'll pop this, probably too bright. I didn't notice that before, but that is handy dandy fun facts right here, live. What's up? Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. When are you going to attempt cheetah print?
Mm-hmm.
Arlene, how are you? Thank you. Thank you for the thumbs, everyone.
It just looks like I've painted gold on top of resin.
No, it looks like the mohawk of a tiger. And this side view looks super awesome. Do you want this overhead reference? I didn't mean to wake you up, Bobo. Thank you, Arlene. Everyone says it looks beautiful. Denise says, from my house, it looks great.
Thank you.
Does it look great or does it look great? You get it? No? Yeah. Man says it's looking great. I think the important thing to remember if you're going to do tiger stripes is to keep it random.
Yeah.
I would have an issue with trying to make it even, and it would just look not. Country Girl says it looks so beautiful.
In case I stirred it up and
It's okay, Cujo.
put some introduced air bubbles into here, I'm just gonna hit it a little bit.
One of the cats woke up, moved from his slumber. Country Girl says it's so beautiful. Manuel says you need to be playing Eye of the Tiger while you do this. So we can't do Eye of the Tiger because
It just looks too
Copyright.
skinny.
well, Jeff had chocolate orange stripes and black stripes. And not to this
Ooh.
one. This is going to be a snow tiger.
This is white and gold.
A Bellini snow tiger.
Let's look at the description.
But I think that would be a pretty piece to do black and orange as well. Ron says, after seeing this amazing piece, I really want to see the kitchen and the floor you're referencing.
Theirs was really swoopy though. Like, I don't know how they did it. It was just very, like, it looked like it went from thick to thin point. Like, not.
Well, you have to remember, you're working on a 1 foot wide and they were on a countertop. Also floor. Thank you for the reminder, Jen, for everyone to remember to like.
I wonder if you can smooth it out just by.
The bill of your hat is Ritterhoffing it. Allie says it looks amazing. So what is it you're doing?
I want those edges to go over, not. I don't like that where it's like that.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
what I'm doing is I'm just dragging it off to the side to make it do that, I hope.
Yeah, it looks better when you do that. Olivia says it looks stunting. Trisha says, you guys blow me away with everything you do. That's so sweet of you to say. Thank you. Thanks, Pamela, for the thumbs up reminder. I want to get resin cells. What's the best thing for me to order? So there's different kinds of cells with resin. I think that if you want to get base type cells, the big webbing looking ones, then I would recommend the base paste, which would be anything by Color Passion. I'll send you a link. I would use Color Passion for my artwork. And I know that a couple of the listings say base cell, but everything in her line acts as a base cell, I believe, except for the top cell white. That's from my experience. I haven't had any that don't sell when manipulated under other colors. I hope that makes sense. So if I had a blue base cell paste from Color Passion and I had a, where am I? And I had a purple just paste from any brand, and I pushed the purple over the blue, then I would get purple cells from the blue base cell.
I just feel like there's not, like, there should be like fatter lines up here.
That's funny, Ella. Ellie, I have people mispronounce my name from time to time as well. B, if you want thicker lines, then just put more gold down.
Mm.
But everyone likes it the way it is, but Manuel says,
it looks different in person.
Oh, well, I can only see it from on camera at this point, and so can everybody else, and everyone else seems to like it. Manuel says, uh-oh, Jeff turned his hat backwards. It's getting serious.
Over the top. I wonder what would happen if you super tilted this.
Excuse me, it would crack the gold.
I bet it would look awesome.
Denise says, Jeff, you've trained me that if I can see it, I can paint it, and it's so true. I concur. Thank you for baby kisses, Bobo. Thank you for baby kisses, Bobo.
Is there room in the...
Are you going to tilt it?
No.
Let me go check.
This can just make for an awesome background for a painting of the Tiger King. Carol Baskin. I'm just going to take this and put it in the dust-free zone. See the gold? It looks great. Like, the gold looks awesome. It just... I pictured it a little bit different. What?
Bravo. Beautiful. What? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Boys.
Stop it. Please.
You're out of resin, yeah?
Yeah. But I want to try something. I want to,
It's not
mix it a little bit. And you shouldn't do this, but since I'm just making coasters, and we can always resin over coasters, I'm just making a little bit. I know to stir it up a lot.
This was the dirty pour from the other day. That was a fun sound.
Good job.
He's just sitting in the window telling everyone to get off his lawn.
And this is the good thing about STONECOAT countertops. Our code is, if you tried this with any other resin, the other resin would probably be setting up right now, and then that would activate the resin that's put in here, so it would probably shorten your time by half. But since this is such an awesome working time, and I'm not going to be sitting it, I'm not going to be letting this sit in this cup for a long time.
It's true.
It'll be all right. I need some little cups. They're all right here. I just want to put them down so I can.
Just changing the thumbnail for that piece. Hey TZ, how are you? How you been? Thanks, you guys. Thank you, thank you. Is he barking at the cops? He very well could be. Boy has no shame. I'm just saying, he's not, he'll bark at whoever's on his lawn. Thank you, Denise.
You always clean your containers, or else you have a hard time opening them. Like
It's
I'm
true.
doing.
This is a piece from yesterday. I don't know how it looks better. Not mad at it. Thank you, Terry. Cujo's tough like that. It's true. Super true. You have 115 people that can't wait to see what you're about to do.
Seems like it would look dark on those cameras because there's no light in here.
What's dark?
Like the cameras.
No, I brightened them.
That really
All by
gets
myself.
me there.
It doesn't look bad. yeah, I'm trying to get a picture of part of it to make as a cover photo.
Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to save some of this because I'm going to put some of this other color in here. I'm going to put some of this in here. I'm going to make these kind of marbly.
Have an awesome day. So you're making these marbly?
Well, I want to put another color in here because for what I'm going to do. Remember how I said I wanted to drip that gold?
Yes.
That's what I want
It's about to get splattery.
to do. Yeah, so I'm gonna need my apron. I don't want to get my shoes messed up, or this shirt, or my pants.
Hi, all 138 of you guys.
Wow.
I'm Erica, that's Jeff, and we are Artists Till Death. We do resin things. Well, we do art things, mostly resin things. Today is resin things. A lot of you guys are late, but
Better late than never.
true. So Jeff just did a tiger stripe white and gold piece, and now he's gonna do gold marble coasters.
Well, not necessarily gold marble. There will be another color in it, but it's going to be a splatter. Just because this paint, that gold paint, it literally, when it hits something, it splatters out.
Right.
So I want to see what that looks like when you do it on resin and how it sits.
It's gonna sit pretty.
And I'm going to add light aquamarine to it. By Color Obsession.
It's a good color.
This is a very, oh, look at that, y'all. Do we have this in stock?
I do. I have a lot of light aquamarine in stock,
This is
actually.
a nice color. You guys, look at this color. That is nice. So, if you're new to the channel, or if you're new to our lives, let us know where you're chiming in from. And if you have a question, don't hesitate to ask. There are no dumb questions. We all started out not knowing at one point. I'm going to make this a little more opaque than I should because there is white in here. So I'm going to put just a little bit more than what there should be.
Thank you, TZ. Hope it goes well, man. Casey says, I feel like a Fringe fan. I'm overwhelmed by your talents and your willingness to share and help. A great big thanks from a fan. Well, I appreciate you, Casey Nash.
Thank you very much.
We're here to help. Whatever we can do, just let us know. Very good point, Tang. Very, very poignant. See what I did there? Ba-doom-sh.
Ba-doom-sh. I'm going to mix a little bit more white in here to make this a little more opaque. I feel like this is 2 for Tuesday.
Except it's 2 for Wednesday.
It's 2 for Wednesday. I guess there was just a couple things that I really wanted to do that I haven't done.
When we get something on the brain, we have to do it.
Well, it's funny because I'll do that and then I'll think, oh, I'll just record it on here because we do record a lot of stuff with this setup that we have. And every time I record something that I want to do, it never turns out. So I'd rather it not turn out so you guys can see what I did.
You'd rather it
or
not
if it
turn out
does
on the
turn
live.
out, yeah, so you guys can see what we have done and to not do it.
Oh. So you're just veining in some more opaque white.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. GTA Gamers. Everyone likes the blue. So the blue is called Light Aquamarine, and you can get it from our website, artisttilldeath.com. I will leave a link.
Alright, I'm gonna hit this with heat because I want this other stuff to stay. I don't want to hit it with too much. These edges. Sometimes these edges kind of stop right at the edge because it's such a nice cut coaster that it doesn't want to go over the side, so it kind of backs up.
I'm adding all the colors Jeff used today in the description box right now.
Now, I always like to have a rag with alcohol on, 91% alcohol, so it keeps my hands from being less sticky. Because if you've ever been pouring a lot and fast and not wipe your hands off, and you pick up something and you go to set it down and it sticks to your thumb, and then you've poured, like, you can dump this whole thing out on your table or on a piece, and you don't want to do that. Alright, so what I want to do, I think I just want to do just a little thin lines, and then I want to take the hair dryer and go through it, so it kind of just hits that one.
Sure, it's going to make it a little bit ripple, but
Yeah. I would love to make cookies sometime and do this with cookies. That'd be fun.
with cookies,
Yeah, frosting.
you do that.
Bless you. Alright, so what I want to do is pop the bubbles. Let's just go over it really quick, because I want to hit just the blues. I'm going to tilt these.
So it does look like I only have the 100 grams of the light aquamarine in stock, but I expect a shipment of Color Obsession on the 26th. Thank you for the blesses. Hello, all 179 of you guys. Jeff's making not gold tiger stripes anymore. We did that earlier, and now he's doing an awesome light aquamarine marble.
side stick, and then you tilt it back. Doesn't that stretch out the way. Sorry, if you just joined us, I did the gold tiger stripes earlier. Now I'm just kind of doing something that I had in mind a couple days ago.
Thanks, you guys. Yes, every little bit helps the channel out. They look beautiful, tranquil. I almost couldn't say that word. Delicate and smart. I agree, man. I would do countertops with that color palette 100%.
Well, this color palette just kind of, I saw it sitting over there, sitting by itself, and it looked lonely.
But there are times when you do countertops that you wish you could pick them up and tilt your work so many times. But we don't do construction. So when we do countertop pieces, we have to just make it look like we tilted it. And it helps sometimes when the countertops are just not level.
Slightly.
Slightly not level. Not like crazy not level.
Alright, so what I'm going to do next is going to be a total experiment. So,
Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun. Well, thank you, Susan.
I'm gonna run some more of this. I'm just going to run
Sorry,
a
that
white
was
vein
right
next
in
to
the mic.
these.
Erica, question, would it be possible to get a wolf cradle board from you guys? Sure, TZ. My board maker is out of pocket until the 1st of November. Would that be too late? Hopefully not. I really appreciate that, Miss Susan. That also super helps our channel. Judy!
Judy's like, this is horse hockey. I came to watch gold tiger straps.
Anything for Judy, though. Anything for all of you guys. Casey Nash says, your work in California was fantastic. Wish I could afford to hire you both. You never know.
Or just hire one of us.
It's true.
See, and then you get a
TG,
little bit
hi.
brighter. It's fun. Alright.
I didn't get the notification. I know. YouTube has been kind of like slacking on sending out our notifications for the last 6 months, maybe longer. I don't even know. Got a bone to pick with you, YouTube. Anyways, when we go live early or not on the regular 6 p.m. time
Right.
slot, Jeff
This
posts
is the fun part.
in the groups that we're going live early. I'm pretty sure you posted. Oh, you're getting an apron out. It's about to get really real. Pamela says, if anyone missed the California countertop in pinks, please see the video. You will be amazed. Oh, thank you, Pamela. I'm still working on editing that video down and compiling it into like a tutorial type format.
Alright. So,
Glad it's not just me,
What
Jen.
I want to do, I'm going to take this little pipette. I'm going to take this gold.
I feel like I should be out of the splash zone.
You're out of the way out of this. You're like 10 feet away. All right.
I'm scared.
This is such a great color. And if you're just joining us, this is the color I used.
Looks like that.
Doink, doink, doink.
I have it linked down in the description box below this video.
All right, so I don't know how this is going to turn out. Oh my God, there's a gnat right here. Yeah, that's your suicide there. All right, so I'm just going to get it right. I'm going to try to just drip it at a good, like at least a foot. Here, this is what I'm going to show you. Should we do a roadside test? Let's do a little, just real quick. See if it'll look good. Because I don't know how this is going to turn out. Can they see this?
Yeah, let me zoom it in some. How's the phone case coming? We just got it in, and so we're doing a test piece to make sure it works, because I would hate to do the artwork and it flake off on you. So we're doing a test. And Trisha said, do you find the art coat easier to work with than the countertop resin? I do, because it has double the working time, especially for larger pieces or more intricate pieces or beginner pieces. It's just better overall for the beginner.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
All right, so this is just a test. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little pipette and I'm just going to drip this. I'm going to do it from like a foot up. 2 feet up.
Way to interrupt the most. Hey, thank you.
All right, so I'm not a fan of that. Oh, it splashed on him. It splashed on some. So, see, I don't like how much that is. Like, I mean, I knew it would do that, but maybe if you just did like one. If it drips on itself, then it splatters. I got some splatter on those, but I'm not a fan of that. So, let's just run some gold through that. Make them nice and oh, that looks nice. So what I'm doing is I'm dipping this in some of the, just a little bit of the side resin so that it kind of covers it up a little. So that when I do hit it on this part, it doesn't like completely like what Erica doesn't like.
Huh?
What is going on?
Erica's here.
Oh.
I put this bag on the floor. She brought it because I left it at her house. And Bowie just crawled into it and was like, all right, I'm ready to go. Let's go somewhere. Thank you, man. I put it on my fingertip and snap. Let me zoom back out for you guys. B, if you want to do that dribble look, just like have it on the pipette and just thump it.
I don't hate that.
It's looking good, Jeff. Everyone loves it.
You see what it does when you tilt it. It breaks apart, which is not very attractive.
You knew it would do that. Are you done being in your bag? Can you get down? He's still sitting in the bag for the record. Go get him, Billy. Go get him. Super tilt coaster.
Those are always fun, super tilt coasters. You can't go wrong with super tilt. I don't hate it though.
It looks good.
Those are fun. I almost like that better than these, but these are really classy.
Yeah, they are.
So I'm just gonna do what you guys are saying. I'm just gonna flick it. Flick it, flick it, flack it.
TG, her place is coming along so nicely.
Cool. Whose idea was this? This is a great idea. Classy!
Super classy.
Classy. And the backs will be gold. I like that, y'all. What you think?
I think they're beautiful. I like the splattery ones.
I know, that looks, I like that. I like the splatter where it begins and it's just kind of in that area.
Yeah. Did you thump those or
Uh-huh.
what do you need?
Some coasters.
Oh.
There's a big one right there. What's left? I was getting nervous, like keeping stuff out. Because of cats.
Yeah, we're gonna resin it, Megan, but resin doesn't like to stick to plastic, so we're still trying to figure that out. We were gonna go up there and help TG with her countertops, but Jeff doesn't do the cold.
Resin doesn't do the cold. Don't blame it on me. And I'll go. If we have some artwork to do, I'll go. If I don't got nothing to do, and there ain't nothing to do, I don't want to go. There ain't
It's
gonna be-
TG's countertops. It's artwork, but she lives in Maryland. You're doing a dirty pour? You put the gold in?
Uh-huh.
I'm nervous.
And it's just sitting on top.
It's floating?
Yeah, like
I'm
I
nervous
can't
for
even
it.
cover it up. Can they see what I'm doing?
Yeah. Thank you, Christy. Nice to see you.
All right. Can you see this?
Yeah. I zoomed it in. You doing a tree ring?
Yeah. It's not letting me go in circles.
Ew, blobby. Thank you, Gigi.
It's just like sinking. Yeah, nothing is happening.
No, ma'am. Cat tried to get sticky. Oh, okay. Come here
Yeah,
then.
nothing's happening.
We'll do one again, but with not the gold.
Well, I poured a lot of that.
If you guys don't know, this is Bowie.
Everything just kind of blended together.
I'm surprised since the resin's been working for an hour, 19 minutes.
I think the gold just kind of it sank and then it just nothing. It's crazy. Alright. So that didn't turn out.
Megan, thank you. Well, TJ gave you 11 bananas, so.
Well, thank you for your 11 bananas.
They think it'll dry really nice. Just drizzle gold over it. All good ideas. Hello, 190 of you guys. Welcome. I am Erica, and that is Jeff,
Oh.
and we are creating resin art. We do art every day, usually live, so that we can answer questions as we go, no matter what the art topic is. The only real medium we don't work with is oil paint. And that's really it. But we're here every day to art with you guys. So hope you subscribe. Hope you leave me your thumbs. You've got more than one, so share one. And share the video with your friends and all other people you like. Maybe even the ones
And
you
all
don't
other
like.
people you like. Even people you don't like.
People you like, maybe people you don't like. Also, if you like dogs and cute cuddly things, this is Bowie. He's our little studio lion. We have a lion and a bear, but the bear's guarding the house.
should always paint your coasters first.
Thank you, Evelyn. Busy room today. That's fantastic. Isn't it, TZ? TZ has a polar bear. You sure do. I love it's a Samoyed, right? When will you be doing alcohol inks again? They are adorable. It's about time I do another alcohol ink. I think I want to do either another kind of octopus or a jellyfish or like a betta fish. All of which I'm not sure about, but I want to do. White Swiss Shepherd. That's way bigger than like a Samoyed or like an American Eskimo. Well, I've done a seahorse, Casey, but I could do another one. Sorry for the shaking, Bowie adjusted. That one's really pretty. It looks like a fancy earring it used to. That's why I want the wolf cradle. Oh. What size? I'd vote for a beta. Right, TG? That is a polar bear. An anglerfish. Isn't that the one that has the thing? I think that is.
That's fun. It's like how Mike does it. He does stuff and then he pours his dirty pour through a dirty pour. And that's super fun. Alright, I like that one. That is fun.
Here you go.
I just had an
Casey?
idea. Hopefully I have enough left.
Here are the 2 seahorse videos. How about a dog? So the thing about dogs is they're furry. I don't know how to make this
They're furry.
into a an alcohol piece. This is our little lion cub with tape.
He
on
runs
his
like
head.
a full-grown lion. Like, and the way his fur is so thick, it looks like a little baby grown-up lion.
Little baby grown up lion.
And then he's
baby.
all loud, so he thinks he's cool.
He's quite sure he's the biggest one. Yeah, every time Bowie adjusts, the camera shakes, so sorry about that. Pretty baby. If you've been with us on the channel for like a year and a half, you've seen him from little baby, tiny bitty, tiny baby, all the way up to right now. Thank you, Trisha. Judy, we need to plan a trip out to see you. Okay.
And that's my egg.
Bowie likes to lick the inside of elbows, so. I love the kitties too. Yeah, if you followed us for like 8 months, then you're familiar with Wednesday and Pugsley, little girl cat and little boy cat.
It's a gold egg coaster.
You're just gonna leave it right? Just.
No.
Oh.
You know I can't do that.
Thank you, Stacy. Hello. Morning. Good morning. It's 3:22 in the PM here. We need to quit moving around, son. We're shaking the camera.
Woo! Woo! That is fire.
Do you set it on fire?
It went on fire.
What happens if you smush it? It would probably just crack. Cheesy, I want some banana bread. What's up, Shane? So that one looks fun.
Trying to make it just one big fun one.
You're doing what?
Just one big fun one. Like, but it's awesome because some of the parts are like super awesome, and then I tilt it, and then the other parts look awesome, and then it gets rid of that awesome part. Like that.
You're off camera.
I know. I'm just trying to tilt it to where. Look how fun that is.
We can kind of see it. It's a little far away. Does it have effects? Ew, that one is fun. Okay, all of you talking about all the awesome food you're making. Be sweet.
No, ask them about their fry cooker. If anybody's got an awesome fry cooker.
So I went out and bought a Ninja Foodie XL 6-in-1 something 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 something.
9.
It's something in one. It's an FG 55 something or other. It does it all. Okay? I feel like if I told you what all it does, I would sound like a really bad late night infomercial. But I'm digging it, and I need all of the recipes for like countertop grills and air cookers. This is calling itself an air crisper, and I don't know if that's different from an air fryer, but everything I've read, it just means the same thing, but one is just sounds fancier.
So it's not an air fryer.
It's an air fryer, but it just sounds fancier. Oh, can't forget about Little Moo. He's over there guarding the whole building from whatever intruder there may be. As soon as we start to say goodbye, Little Moo will come over here. He's our little bear. I have a lion cub and a bear cub. Arlene, thank you so much. I'll hold this over here so it doesn't like... I'm sure it's deafening when we do that over here because it's really close to our mic. TG says it's the same thing. Okay. I just ate some canes. I really appreciate it, Miss Arlene, so much. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, all 199 of you guys.
Wow.
Share it so we can have 200. That would be amazing. Ah, you did it. It's 205.
What?
Thank you.
That is amazing.
I know, we need to do this palette on a bigger piece of it. I'm sure that's part of it. So if you guys never had Dave's Hot Chicken, I highly recommend.
You recommend it.
Their logo is, sorry for all this shaking. It's the puppy.
See, that's how easy that is. Just drip some gold on there, fire it up a lot, and then just look at that. Instant, amazing.
I would do countertops like that, like soft blue with that gold and a little bit of white. Like that would be gorgeous. Like for a bathroom.
It would be amazing. It would be amazing for a floor. All right. So what I'm gonna do? Watch. This is just dripped on there. Well, actually, I just kind of put it on there with that pipette. I'm gonna heat it up quite a bit where the gold is, and where there's more resin. Like it's kind of thicker in the middle because I put a lot on there and then smushed it, so it's still. But look at this. All you do is just tilt it, and if you want it to go faster, hit it with a little heat right underneath it.
You want to Ricky Bobby it.
Ricky Bobby. And I like it all to go, if it's in that direction, I like to go towards the center there.
Everyone loves that palette. Concur across the board. Do you have to have a certain type of account for donations to show up? I sent mine to Thornton. You sent it to Thornton at Artist Till Death, Denise? Because if so, then that will show up on PayPal. Not seeing.
I'm putting these on the edges. I'm just running a little resin around these edges just because I heat that up quite a bit. And it'll pull away from the edges if there's not a lot of resin there. So just put a little edge on there and then heat it up and it'll blend right into it. Look at that. Those are awesome. Now I think I want to do that to all of them.
You want to do what? Just super tilt them?
Well, they just look like they were sitting there and then the splatter got on them.
Oh.
On all of them.
I got that, Denise. So if it goes through PayPal like yours did, then we just get a notification. And so I'll give you a this for right now.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate it, Denise. Or D Nice.
I call her D Nice.
I know, it looks like a DJ name. Wiki Wiki.
That's the new nickname. Everybody gets a nickname if I can't read your name the first time.
Fair. That'd be a nice countertop. Ooh, also in a beach house. Concur.
Should I tilt them or just leave them?
We love you guys.
What do you guys
too.
think?
Hi, 215 of you guys.
Well, hello there.
I don't know. Are you gonna?
That's basically what I did to all these.
I like the splattery ones. Don't do the splattery ones. Like the one in your right hand.
We're definitely
the white
gonna
one.
have to put a flood coat on these.
Hi, stupid bad guys gaming doof. It's a fun name.
Well, we're gonna have to flood coat them anyways because there's gold on top.
Yep.
So, just that's a good thing to bring up. So you notice that you can see this gold up on top. It'll stay, but what's gonna happen is the next day all this is gonna be dry, and that shiny, if you sand it, it will go away. So what we suggest is to wait probably 6 hours if you like, if you want, wait about 6 hours, and then do a flood coat over these. Or the next day you could do a flood coat, but people always say you should sand in between coats unless you're going to be picking at your artwork. I wouldn't worry about that. This is functional artwork. If you see somebody picking at it or trying to peel it up, they're going to be able to do that. We've done it to a canvas before. It's peeled up. I've been peeled up an entire piece on a canvas.
Everyone says no touchy, leave them. Love them all.
Yeah, I love them all too. Good stuff. Now we got to find a place to put them. These are great. Look at that. Look how fun that is.
If you think about this too long, you'll end up adding that to the piece that's in the...
Oh, I know, right?
Flood coat gold is boom, right? I got drying space. We're coming over TZ. So he's taking those over to the dust free zone. If you don't have a dust free zone or you don't know what that is, we have a video on how we made our dust free zone out of shelves and some tarps. And this basically just keeps any dust or fuzz or hair, because I shed, the pup shed, the cat shed, everybody sheds, so that just separates our artwork from anything that may land in it that would. He knows. You see him?
He knows.
Your fingernails match the coasters. They do. They're growing out to the portal. Don't look at them. Come here, boy. This is our other wild animal. This is Cujo. He's 12. He is our bear. Oh, thank you, big boy. Thank you, big boy. Such a pretty big boy. I know it. I know it.
paint?
Those should be $10 a piece, right?
I'm dripping.
We'll clean it up. Don't
No,
stress.
that's your drip.
I don't know why we're pointing fingers.
Well, because I thought I dripped on the floor. There's no.
What'd you say you use for flood coats? So, for coasters, I like to use something a little bit more durable, which would be also art coat. For paintings, things that aren't functional art, I'll use something like the diamond coat. Something like diamond coat. Sorry. $3.30. I'm crashing Mixed Media Girls channel tonight, so that was her asking if we're on track. It probably is, Lisa. So I like to use diamond coat for my artwork, clear coats, because I don't have to babysit it with heat because it self-expresses or expels or works out all the air bubbles on its own. Yes, this is my firstborn. Thank you, miss. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay. So, is that a wrap, my bee?
It's a wrap.
Well,
That's it. You're done, Ski.
thank you to everybody that tuned in to see what we're up to today. If you want to see what we're doing on any of our other social media outlets, you can find them all here, minus our Snapchat. I'll add the Snapchat over here one day. I keep forgetting. Someone remind me. And right, Denise, that's where he rides. He just rides on my neck in the car, and Bowie just takes a nap in my lap. Anyways, we are so glad all of you guys came to join us today. If you have any requests, comment them down below, and we will do our best to make it work and figure it out for a live for you guys. If you want us to try anything out for you, also comment down below or shoot us an email or a text message. And I gotta take these guys out before they get wild and crazy. I'm surprised Pico's being so like low key right now.
Because you're holding.
Usually this is about the time where he's like, but that's a verbal representation of his actions. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. We love you guys so much. Please be kind to one another. You never know what someone's going through. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. Till next time. Bye.
I said adios. Have an awesome Wednesday. Hump day. I'll be the same.
Auf Wiedersehen. You good boys? Did you good boys?